Okay, so multiple people in other videos have asked me about the places we stay. So this is the McGinnis Cabin at High Country Guest Ranch. So I'll give you a quick tour here before our stuff is all over. So yeah, here's the loft area. Got 2 beds, chair, deck, another bedroom, full bath. Then down here, as you guys saw when I walked in, is the main living space. So we got a couple couches, nice bar, table, TV, full size, pretty nice kitchen. And there we've got another full size bathroom, another bedroom, another full size bath. Then down here we get to what looks to be a garage that was converted over to more living quarters. Here, got the bunk beds, another bed. And then on the other side, we have another bedroom. And then here you're at the front looking out. So yeah, there's the quick tour of the cabin. We have stayed here at High Country Guest Ranch. I think this is our 3rd year staying here. So yeah, we seem to like it. We usually stay in a smaller cabin, but this year we have some friends coming, so we got a bigger one and kind of split it with them. But if you guys are looking for a place outside of Hill City, South Dakota, we would recommend High Country Guest Ranch, and it has direct trail access as well. Okay everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we are just outside of Hill City, South Dakota, and we're going to go ride some trails in the Black Hills. So, as the drone shots earlier showed, we are staying here at High Country Guest Ranch. It's just 4 miles outside of Hill City. Dad and I explored just a little bit yesterday, so that's why the quad's dirty, but I looked and found out that I left my microphone unplugged. So, big time rookie move there. But it's okay, we didn't really ride much, so we'll just do this day and the next day and get some full videos for you guys. I'm on the 700XX right now, but my Raptor is sitting back at the cabin. So we're going to kind of explore and see what we like and don't like. This is the main trail quad. But then we're probably going to have some friends joining us and stuff later on, so then I'll probably swap over to the Raptor. They have had quite a bit of rain here. This is actually in the afternoon because it rained this morning. So things are a little muddy, but luckily most of it's just kind of like puddles and stuff. It's not super sloppy mud. So right now we're on like the main trail artery, at least from where we stay, and this is called Battle Axe Road. So this is just a roadway, so we're not going to ride hard or anything. And then once we get on the trail, we'll open it up a little more, but that's the first trail. That's single track, so we're not supposed to be on there. And then, yeah, the trails just keep on going. We're in, obviously, the Black Hills here. There are miles and miles of trail. We really don't even scratch the surface with what we do here. But we're still going to explore some new stuff. We've been here multiple years, so I think 4 years ago I was here with the Raptor. So you're not really getting my first impressions. We've been here before, but obviously it's been a while, so we figured it was about time to come back. Okay, we are coming up to one of our favorite trails last year, so we'll see if it's still good. This is trail 6927. And the trails here are marked, but I wouldn't really consider them well marked. Now these trails are 2-way, so I have to be pretty careful because there could be a side-by-side coming around the corner. These trails are mostly side-by-sides. That's usually what's riding on these. So these trails are similar to the trails we rode in Colorado last summer, I would say, but they are generally smoother. Now there are some rocky trails, we'll probably get to some of those, but then there's also smooth ones like this that are great for like my Raptor, all the solid axle sport quads. I also have to be careful because there's a lot of these puddles, and there could be one over any hill, pretty much. I can actually probably ride these trails at a faster pace on this Honda than my Raptor, even though the Raptor is a faster quad. This thing just handles the rocks and stuff way better because of the IRS. I'm gonna have to look at my map and see which way I want to go here. Here's the pretty part of this trail. I'm gonna slow down a little bit. Super cool view over here. Yeah, these trees here are pretty clear. I've got some pictures of like the Raptor sitting here and stuff. This is one of, from what I remember, this is one of our favorite trails there is. Couldn't see that one coming. Now we are down here this road, I can't remember the name of it, but I'll put it up here. I'll try and put all the trail names, all that good stuff, like I usually do up in one of the corners. I think if I go up this road for a while, there's some more good views and a really cool overlook. Yep, this is what we remember. Awesome. Okay, so now we're going to take this and it connects to some more trails. And last time we were here, there was a really cool overlook. So we'll see if it's still up here. Well, there's some people camping up there at the best overlook we found, but that is no problem. I can see why they would want to camp up there. So, this is going to all be new territory. We didn't even ride this 4 years ago. So let's see what this trail's like. Pretty good. I guess I'll stop up here, give this thing a break, wait on Dad. Yeah. Okay, we're going to keep on going this way. I guess this is kind of one of the 303 trails. So, I think if we take a right and a right, it'll take us back to the road that we were on originally. Okay, I think we just took the 2 right-hand turns we needed. So now we're kind of going to head back down to the road. Okay, we are back at the road. Oh, we got kind of a cool creek crossing. Not much water in it though. And I would guess if there's not water in it now, there's probably really never any water at all. Okay, so that's where we turned off Reno Gulch Road the first time. So now we're kind of backtracking for just a little bit here. But I don't mind. This road's fun to ride. It's got cool views. So if you guys are in the area, even if you just have a Jeep or a Bronco or something, this is a gravel road. You can drive it. So yeah, come drive Reno Gulch Road. It's super pretty. Okay, trail 6924. A little rocky, that's for sure. The precision anti-vibe clamps, those are definitely doing their work on this trip. There's also not a lot of visibility on this trail. Oh boy. Yep, lots of mud. Yeah, I want to go, but there is very little visibility. Okay, let's see what we're looking at here. 6925. Okay, I think we're going to take 6925. I'm going to see if the entire trail going left looks that rocky or whether it's just this one hill. That just goes back down in the bottom. I'll turn around and catch up with Dad. There's a little jump. We don't have a lot of those around these trails. There, we finally caught up to Dad. I'll give him some space going down this hill. I don't know what's at the bottom or how rough it is. This trail's pretty rough. The Raptor could definitely do it, but when I have this quad, I really don't know why I would bring the Raptor on it. The Raptor doesn't have as much ground clearance. It's wider. It's in better condition. So there's really no reason to bring the Raptor on this trail. Oh, that's pretty. Good views on this trail. I'll put the number in here so you guys can ride it if you want. I think we are back at 6927. Oh, maybe not. I don't remember that cattle guard. Okay, so if you go farther to the left, that takes you up, from what we remember and what I have marked on my map, that was a pretty rough trail that we did. So, we're gonna come this way, and I think this is gonna take us back to 6927. Yep, here we are, 6927. Okay, so earlier today, we came from that way. We're going to take a right. And come down here a little bit. That's a good sized pedal there. Okay, so I remember this intersection, and that big puddle's still there. I have a picture that my mom took of me on my 250X, so that was the quad I had before the Raptor. So This is my third quad that I've had since then. But I came flying around that corner there and hit that puddle pretty hard. So, yeah. Figure out which side of the rut I want to be on. I know I don't really want to be in it. At least you can dodge most of the rocks because these trails are side by side with. Go this way, so we're still making our way back to the cabin, but we're gonna try and stay off just the gravel road as much as possible and ride trails. GoPro and everything in cold water. And sometimes my GoPro batteries really don't like that, and the GoPro might die. But we'll see. Hopefully it makes it back to the cabin. It's not very far away.